Hey there, guys. This is Kage coming at you, and as you can see here, Mr. JM is still locked out. Defense time has ended. Nothing has happened, and we are at an impasse here because there are some people in the community who, they really do care about this. I mean, maybe not for JM. Nobody, some people don't really know him, but the fact that this could happen to any of us is pretty bad. There's been other talks of people who have gone a week or longer to get their issues resolved, and then afterwards you find out that, oh, I didn't get any compensation for that. So there's a possibility that they could fix this guy's stuff another week or two later and not give him a dime at all back for it when it's their responsibility. Their problem, their product, and just for the amount of money he put in. And I asked somebody else, I talked to them, I was like, well, would you be inclined to spend money on the game after the customer service you received? And they said that they still spent, but that amount was greatly diminished. You've basically took one of your best spenders, you tossed them aside because you couldn't be bothered to do anything, and their impression is that we're just an accessory for JP, that the customer service is all in Japan, we don't have a team or anything, it's very small, and if something happens over here, it's good luck if it actually gets fixed. Can't argue with the man. Cannot argue with him because he hasn't been able to play for, 2.5 weeks almost here. He's missed out on a lot of event stuff already. He couldn't even participate with his guild, who's highly competitive in GVG. And at this point, what can we do as a community? Because, there are some people who are torn. They're like, well, moving on, says some people. And, those people, they can suck my ass. That's a horrible fucking mentality. Well, if I got locked out for a week, I'd just go play another game. Like, I don't know if you like getting your dick stepped on, but fuck you. And fuck those people in that mentality, because, the rest of us play this game, and I don't want to be treated that way. I don't want to be treated like trash if something happened to my account and I couldn't get back in. I don't want any other person to end up in that, even these naysayers who, let's go somewhere. No, that's a horrible fucking mentality, And then here I'm watching this Octopath and how things play out over there. When something happens, they make noise, they fight, and they get compensated. You guys over here are like, well, we surrender. Maybe I'll get back to it. And then we get fuck all. You gotta put up a fight. You gotta make some noise, Me and Chase haven't been on the same page for a while. And, now with all this other stuff happening, with this account being taken out and the accumulation of events being skipped, losing out on tickets, it's not about the 10 EKM tickets themselves. It's about the fact that this entire shop was removed and the normal kind of scale of things was just subverted. When we're not supposed to have any special treatment over here, but we do. We get special treatment. We get stuff cut back, stuff removed, stuff switched around, and maybe about 10% of the player base knows what's going on. The other 90, of course, there's people don't get on social media. I get it. Okay, I understand. But we're second-class citizens here. We definitely are. We're back burner, while Square is trying other tactics out with some of the other games doing like simultaneous releases, trying to, have a better support team in place. Because people in Octopath who have issues, those things are getting handled pretty quickly. Now, maybe it's because the game just came out. I don't know. We'll see in a year from now. But I don't remember us getting any real compensation or anything like significant early on in this game. I remember in Die we got some really good compensation early on, and when they fixed some stuff, they really gave early on, and I don't know if that tapered off, but they tried to help out, they tried to give back, they weren't stingy in that regard. Here it's like, well, if people cheat in Arena, they could do that just to get compensation, and we don't want to give them compensation to reward them. Like, that's a fuck-all mentality, Malcolm. Just gonna throw that out there, They get back to that. That really chapped my ass. Like, sure, people could cheat the system. But these people weren't cheating the system. These people were legitimately had grievances. People lost out on tokens. People were cheating the game, and you couldn't even give anything back to us then. It's like, fuck. So, what can we do here? I mean, realistically, share what videos you can. Chase did one. I know some of you guys don't like him. He's had some, he's complained about a lot of things in the past, but these have been accumulating, and now look where we are. Like, look where we are. We're losing shops. We're losing more events. We're not gaining any ground here, and I'm inclined to believe him when it's like, well, what's going to happen when we get caught up? Things going to get better? I took a wait-and-see approach on the fucking 50 Scout, and I was right on that one. I was like, I'm not going to do a hype video on this banner, because there's a possibility they may neuter it. And they did. They fucking neutered it. They gave some lame-ass excuse for it. It's like, you didn't really have to do that. You could have waited a couple of days to drop the banner, let the other units go away, and then put it out. But no. And you killed a lot of people's first-time conversions. You kind of left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths over it. And you could have gotten more money and more new spenders if you were a little bit less greedy. But not you guys. For whatever reason with this game, it's like, gotta clutch those fucking purse strings. So, I'm personally not going to spend any money outside of the passport. I've kind of played less myself. I'm just going to hoard gems. You're not going to get a fucking dollar out of me outside of the passport. You get my $5 a month. Other than that, I'll put the money into Octo, put the money into other things, other games, because they treat me better over there. You guys would just spit on me. Let's be honest. If I ended up in the same situation as GM, I haven't dropped 10k into this game. I mean, I've dropped a decent amount, but I haven't dropped 10k. Am I going to have to wait a month to fucking play again? What's my guild going to do? What if fuck you. So, I'm not going to spend. Pass this video around. Get on Twitter. Get on social media. Get on Facebook. Reach out to whoever you can. We need to get a signal boost here. Not just for JM's account. For just the treatment we've had lately. Because these other games are getting better treatment. I mean, fucking Echoes of Mana has its own official Discord. It's like, yes, Malcolm, well, why do they have their own Discord? I don't know. Like, he doesn't know shit. He's left in the dark. He's got minimal impact on things. And it's sad because he's more tuned into this fucking game and this community than those guys higher up. That's the truth of the matter is. Malcolm knows what's going on. Malcolm can't really say too much, and he just kind of has to sit there and take it on both ends. And I mean, that's what he gets paid for. And hopefully he gets paid a decent amount to get fucked on both sides, because he has to take. He's going to take a couple of punches from me, a couple of punches from other people. It's just going to happen. And at the same time, these higher-ups are also going to slap him around too and make him look silly, because they don't know what the fuck's going on. They just see us as, revenue. The JP's the real market. They focus there. And a lot of people as players, it's not just this game. I mean, yeah, Chase pointed out, well, new event came out, everybody kind of forgot about the JM, and they just went on Max Awaken. Yeah. Self-restraint with you guys is hard. I mean, if anybody can stop spending on this game, please, please do. Because in the long run, it'll be better for us if we can actually have a stand back. Because I know some of you are worried, well, if we don't spend, this game could die. Well, yeah, this game could also die if enough people get shit on to where they stop playing and you're wondering what the fuck's going on. Because right now, if we look at Arena, and this week I've purposely sabotaged myself. I've lost a match here and there. I've gotten next to minimal points. I've just done the lowest tier. There's only 6,000 people in Arena. There is 6,000 people in the Arena. And I don't know, like, these are like low 400k people. Well, this guy doesn't even try. So kind of, I guess he's like me this week. But there's just like, there's not a lot of people in here. It's it's definitely diminished. We've definitely lost active people in Arena. We've been losing people in other areas, and you just don't see as many people coming back to the game as you used to. I mean, first anniversary, we got a huge influx of people. We just don't see that anymore. So, I mean, if you can, stop spending. I'm not going to ask you to stop on the passport. I'm not going to do that because $5 is $5. But, don't max awaken units. If you can help yourself, don't spend. I know some of you guys don't give a fuck and you're going to spend anyway. And they're just going to be like, well, I can go to the Better Business Bureau and get my money back. And, yeah, okay, that's great. But you shouldn't have to go to the Better Business Bureau to have them get your money back. Square should be able to treat you like a legitimate fucking customer and help you if you spend that kind of money. And even if you don't spend that kind of money, they should still get back to you in a timely manner. Maybe not the VIP treatment, maybe not get back to you in, a day, 2 days or so, get you resolved. Maybe it takes them a little bit longer because, you are free to play. That I understand. But to shaft one of your 0.5% spenders, somebody who's dropped over 10 grand, and he's sitting there for 17 days, unable to play, and he's not sure if he's going to charge back, what he's going to do. It's unacceptable. And yeah, people had that wait-and-see mentality. Well, look where the wait-and-see mentality got this guy. He's on day 17. He's probably going to go a lot longer before he gets his account back. And if it was fraud, somebody would have said something. I know some of you guys like to throw that out there. Well, he was doing this. No. You guys are trying to, make excuses for domestic abuse. Well, maybe she deserved it. No. This is a major company. Doesn't need your defending. They're going to be able to keep the lights on at the end of the day if they give us a bit more, if they treat us like people. They'll still keep the lights on. So, in fact, the game may last a lot longer if they start treating us a little bit better because it'll bring in new people. It'll bring in more longevity to the game. Because at some point, people are just going to say enough is enough. I'm at a point where I don't really play this game as much anymore. I mean, I'm done in Octo. I could come back and just kind of grind this out. I'm just like, what if I get locked out? That's it. I don't know what caused that guy to lock out. I don't know if there's other people who are in the same situation. I've heard similar stories of people being locked out for a week and a half, and then eventually getting back in. But it's just bad. So, if you can, drop the spending, get on Facebook, get on Twitter, reach out if you do know anybody in Square, you do know anybody even in the press, somebody who could listen and explain to them, hey, this guy spent over $10,000 in this game. He spent over 10 grand. And his customer service was, well, just be patient. We'll get back to you. If this guy was playing in JP, this would not be happening. That's the fact of the matter is. They would not let this go on for this long. This would have been resolved. You've never heard of any articles, any stories from JP about any of this. You haven't heard Tamaki or some of these other guys do any sort of coverage. There's been some issues where maybe it's gone on for a week and a half at the most. But this guy's almost up to 20 days unable to play. So do what you can. If you don't like the guy, if you don't think this is going to happen to you, I get it. Okay, cool, great. But in the long term, you'll only end up being a winner if we do succeed in, helping this guy out and getting some stuff back for us. You'll get more. They may look at us differently and start doing more for us. And if they shut down the game because they don't want to treat us like people, you shouldn't be fucking playing this game anyway. With that being said, you guys have a good night. Take care.